So with this video, we're going to learn how to play A. So last time we learned how to play B, which again, remember, was the thumb hole plus the first finger. Today we're going to add, now I go to full screen, we're going to add our second finger to play A. And it sounds like this. Right? If you look up in the corner of your screen here, you'll also see that I have a little fingering chart right here for you, as well as the exercise sheet to help you learning to play A. So you have that in Google Classroom. I just put a little version here so you could see what it looks like while I'm teaching. Okay, so just to show you the difference, I'm going to play B by itself for right now, and then I want you to listen to that. So here's B, one thumb hole and first finger. Now I'm going to add A. A is the lower note in this case, right? And we know that too when we look at where A is on the staff. When we look at where A is on the staff, it's on the second space, and we know that right above it is B, and the higher we go on the staff, the higher the sound, the lower we go on the staff, the lower the sound. So we've got A right there. I'm looking at exercise 1, and just a reminder on this page when you're practicing, play each whole note for 4 counts. So this is 4, ta, ah, right? And then also rest for 4 counts because we've got a whole rest here. And remember, it's a whole rest because it looks like you can drop something into the hole. And then finally, don't forget to tongue each note or articulate it gently by doing 2 into the recorder. So for example, between this A and that A, the bar line is separating them. You're going to need to make sure that when you get to the bar line, you're re-articulating and saying 2 before you play this note. So I'm going to look at number 1, and I'm going to just kind of count it out first and make sure that I know what rhythm I'm supposed to play. Ready? And here I go. Ta, rest, 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 rest. Ta, rest, 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 rest. Ta, ta. Now I'm ready to try playing it. So I'm going to put that thumb hole on there with my left hand on top. I'm going to put my first finger down and my second finger, and I'm ready to play. Follow along with my little cursor. Ready? And here I go. And that's how you play that first one. I challenge you to try practicing through exercises 1, 2, 3, and 4 on this page, just so that you get used to it a little bit more. All right, looking at our next little exercise, we're learning to play A and B together. Again, thumb hole, first finger and second finger, thinking left hand on top, gentle breath, and articulate. Let me scroll in. We'll let it get settled. Okay. So again, there's a fingering chart at the top in case you forgot that A is 2 fingers and B is 1 finger. And if you look, I start with A first because it's on that second space. Then I rest for 4 counts. And then I'm moving up right here to B. Do you see where I'm circling? So B is right there. Then I'm resting again for 4 counts, and then I don't have a rest between these 2 bars, so I have to make sure I'm paying attention that I play A for 4 counts, and then B for 4 counts. So there is a change between those, a change in notes. So you're going to have to practice kind of taking your finger and going from 2 fingers to 1 finger, and back down to 2 fingers. Like that. Let's try listening to number 1. Again, I usually suggest counting out the rhythms using ta, rest, 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 ta, rest, 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 ta, ta. That was a little fast, but I suggest you think about the rhythm first, because when we start doing Recorder Jedi and we start really talking about the notes and playing songs on our own, we need to make sure that we're also taking care of our rhythms too. All right, so here I go. I'm just going to start playing exercise 1. Ready? And here I go. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, rest, rest. Get ready for A and B. Ooh, I ran out of breath on that last one. I didn't get through the whole thing right away. So anyway, that's how you're going to play that first bar. Again, I challenge you to play all the exercises on this page. It's going to get tricky, especially when you get to here when you're switching in every bar. So you have to make sure you're paying attention to where your notes are. There are only 2 options, so you shouldn't have to write this in. There's only A and only B. All right, happy practicing.